But the scribes and the Pharisees, who were very much scrupulous about the law, and there wasn't anything wrong with that, but they would not accept these new people sitting at table. And so they raised the issue with Jesus. Why do you allow them to sit with you? They're accusing Jesus of being ceremonially unclean by mixing with people that you shouldn't be mixing with. You remember when you were kids, there were always people your parents told you shouldn't run around with? That group. Oftentimes parents were right. But with Jesus, these were people that sinned and had changed their mind. But the scribes and the Pharisees would not listen. And so Jesus sees this as a learning opportunity for the scribes and the Pharisees. And so he begins to preach to them and teach in terms of parables. He teaches 3 stories. He teaches the story of lost sheep. Remember that one? One sheep missing. You got out of 99 sheep. You know where they're at? 1. And the shepherd will go and find that 1. And how much rejoicing there is when the 1 is found. Then he talks about the widow and the lost coin. How she sought that coin and how much she rejoiced when the coin was found. And Jesus says for both of those stories, how much more excited is God when one sinner repents over all the righteous. And then his last story is the story oftentimes we talk about in terms of the prodigal son. What I would tell you to do is to rename that in your head and talk about it in terms of the love of the Father. Because this is a complex story. And there are more moving parts in the story than just that young son. No, the young son, when he gets of age, he decides that he wants his inheritance early. And so he asks his father for it. His daddy gives it to him. And as most young ones, when you first have that money for the first time, kind of like getting your first credit card, you think you're on top of the world. Until you max out your credit card, then you realize you're in some serious trouble. This young man has a pretty wild party. And he spends his life just doing what folks that are fairly young usually do. You know, life is not going to end for us. We're going to live forever. And then he hits economic hard times. He loses everything that his daddy gave him. And he is dirt poor.